Hello everyone, it's full review time, and today we're going to be looking at Forsaken Fortress Strategy, a Steam indie game currently in early release, and this game is a lot of fun. It's a survival horror. You've got your standard resource management, you've got some very challenging aspects of the game, making sure you pick the right people and go into the right places, and the graphics themselves are really good. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Now the way that this game works is pretty simple. There's 3 different types of modes. The one that you're seeing here is survive for 25 days. And what you can see is me going ham on some of these guys. I finally unlocked the weapons, and my god, it makes such a difference. The majority of this game, as soon as you get weapons, is just so easy. It's not even funny. As you can see here, I've got one of my guys trying to shoot him, but he's ran out of bullets, which makes him a bit useless. But we have got somebody with an automatic machine gun there. Absolutely destroyed him. So, basic concept. You go out exploring, scavenging. You go and get all sorts of different items, so we can get things like wood, metal, parts, and you use them to upgrade where you live. And as you progress through the game, your upgrades start to get a bit more costly, but you also manage to find a lot of useful things such as weapons, both handheld weapons as well as guns. Yes, and they're just wreck. You'll find that if you've been playing this game and you haven't got guns yet, god, that guy's absolutely crushed. If you haven't got guns yet, you will find that it is very difficult. As you can see here, I've got these guys running in, and yes, there is still a lot of bugs in terms of that guy's shooting through a wall but somehow still managing to shoot the bad guy, and boundary issues are pretty high in this game as well. So hopefully the developers can look at this and work out where these boundary issues are and resolve them. Apart from the boundary issues, the game is pretty fluid. There's a couple of issues in terms of moving your characters around. If you move them in groups, sometimes, I don't know how, but if you're moving them close to a wall, a couple of them can end up on the other side of the wall, just walk straight through the wall. As we say, guys, this is early release, so don't expect it to be fully bug-free. Most games on full release aren't bug-free, but there's a couple here that are pretty noticeable. Apart from those, the actual gameplay itself is fluid. The game, it's simple. Just scavenge, scavenge, and scavenge. One of the things you will notice is when you're on the full map view, there is different levels of intensity, so you can go from easy all the way up to insane. Now myself, I haven't gone to even attempt an insane one yet because, well, it's insane and I'm not fully geared. I don't even have any equipment in terms of items for, armour stopping me from getting shot. I've only just started working on the guns. Once I progress through this game and get a bit further into it, I would hopefully be able to do the insane ones. However, there is a critical bug in this game, and I'll show you it right at the end after the overall review. Apart from the bug at the end, I really enjoyed this game. It's a lot of fun. It's not exactly majorly scary. The zombies are pretty easy to take out, and the majority of the problems that you are going to face is against enemies that can shoot back, so human enemies. They're the ones that are problem. Zombies, not too much, especially once you got a shotgun. Just let them all creep up together and blow them all up. Easy peasy. Speaking about combat, one of the issues with combat that I've found is when you are trying to attack multiple enemies, there is a major problem in the terms that it's very difficult to click them. I did mention this in the first impressions review. It hasn't improved on the latest update, so there needs to be a way to easily take out the enemies. As you can see here, another issue is the fact that my guy with a shotgun there, the line of sight stuff isn't working properly because the enemy was straight in front of him. He thought he could take her out, but unfortunately that's not what happened because there's a wall in front of her as well, and the bullet just went straight into the wall. So maybe some improvements there as well, that would be useful, so when people are actually trying to shoot, they move into actual line of sight rather than shooting through blunt objects, because it's a waste of ammunition. You have to pay for ammunition in terms of resources. Again, you have to make it, and it'd be very good if you could just shoot people when you're trying to shoot them. And the main problem is you actually have to get your characters to move into open area rather than them figuring out the line of sight themselves. Another feature there, as you can see in the middle, one of my allies has died. Well, not died, been shot to crap. However, just get one of your people to heal them up. Once they're healed up, you can apply bandages to make them a bit better. There you go, unconscious. Another thing that I like is when you're looking at your characters as well, this stats on the left hand side has been upgraded. There's a lot more stats, and as you can see, it shows you what people are good at and what they're not good at, which is very useful in terms of what to pick. So you can see this guy, for example, I've picked a machine gun for him because he's very good with a machine gun, and other guys are good with blunt instruments as well as trading. All sorts of useful stats that will help you get through the game. So there you go, that's pretty much the full review. Would I buy it? Yes, I would. I would buy this game. It's a lot of fun. Once they fix the bug that I'm going to come to, I would really enjoy this. And if anybody else has been playing this game, I'd be very interested to see if you have survived the 25 days, or if you've gone on to the free endless mode or anything like that. How many days have you managed to survive? The game is a lot of fun. You have to be strategical in terms of what you do, how you do it, who you bring, who you don't bring. Make sure all your allies are fit, well, healthy, happy, because if they're not happy, if they're sad, or if they're depressed, they stop doing things. And that is a problem. As you can see here, we got into a big fight, and here's a bug. There you go. I'm clicking continue, but it's not continuing. This happens quite often, and it's very frustrating, especially if you forget to save. One of the key features in this game is actually the quick save and quick load functionality. They are key binded, which is good, and a lot of other features as well, which make this game very good for its early release state. However, bugs like this are not good enough in my opinion. This is causing me to not progress in the actual game, which is a bit frustrating because I really do enjoy it. So developers, if you can try and get this fixed, let me know, and once I've got the update, I'll be ready to crack on and potentially complete this game and do a updated review. But apart from that, guys, the game is brilliant. It's easy to play but challenging at the same time. You have to make sure you keep everybody happy, and to do that, you just give them food, even alcohol, cheers them up, and make sure that they're healed when ill or when they're poorly, and if they're injured, get some bandages on them, give them some sleep. Keep on building up, kill those zombies, destroy those men, and progress in the game and see if you can survive. So hopefully you all enjoyed this review, and I'll see you on the next one.